Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new video on this YouTube channel. It's strange I know, but I wanted to do a little thing where I talk about some of the upcoming LEGO sets that are coming out and basically discuss with you guys whether or not you think this channel should have reviews on it and stuff, like LEGO reviews and stuff. But basically, I wanted to kind of go through some of the sets that I'm most looking forward to and some of the sets that I will be, getting over the next wee while and just kind of talk about how I feel about them. A random video, I know, but I just thought, why not? The first one I want to talk about is actually the one that is described as, well, this set is 76321, and it is described as Spider-Man vs. Doc Ock subway train scene. Now, this set is probably my most anticipated set of this year. Genuinely, I think this set is almost completely perfect. Apart from possibly the price range, the pricing is a bit crazy, but that's how LEGO is nowadays. Unfortunately, that's not something that's necessarily the fault of the design of the LEGO set and stuff like that. Like, that is just purely how LEGO has to be priced nowadays because of inflation. So I'm not completely mad about that, and I'm not infuriated. But I will say that I think this set, genuinely, just looking at the images of this set, I mean, look at this set. We've got Spider-Man, another Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and this is the best part about this, is this minifig is actually almost brand new. It has got the same arms and the same legs as the one from the final battle of Spider-Man No Way Home, but this is a new face mold, a new face print, which I believe it's someone else's face print, but I can't remember. Same hairpiece, whatever. But the torso, now I don't know if we can get a good view of it on here. If we can't, then it is what it is. But the torso is actually ripped of this minifig. And I want to see if I can try and show you. There, look, right there, as you can see. Right there. Oh, hang on, it's going a bit funky when I'm trying to zoom in on the photo. There you go. Right there. Look at that. That is awesome. It has got a rip in his suit. That is just brilliant, because that is obviously how it looked in the movie, because Doc Ock grabbed him. Doc Ock minifig, by the way, good view of him from here. The Doc Ock arms are probably the most unique Doc Ock arms we've gotten, and I honestly cannot tell you how happy I am with these Doc Ock arms. They look amazing. They are so awesome. I do believe these bits can't clamp down, like the pointy bits, from the looks of the way the pieces are. It looks like it's a new mold that I've not seen in a while, at least. But as you can see, these bits here, they don't seem to be able to be closed in, so it can't really be closed in properly. I don't really mind that too much, because these arms feel more like a Doc Ock arms than the just little pincer things that we've got in most other Doc Ocks from LEGO. I don't know if we'll get another good view of. That's the box. The box looks cool too, just usual. I don't know if it actually shows you. It won't show you, but there's some really nice box art for obviously Spider-Man 2, I think on the back, maybe, yeah, on the front, yeah, look, there it is right there. Look how awesome that is. That's the, that's the box print, which is so cool and so crazy that in 2025 we are getting a Spider-Man 2 Tobey Maguire Lego set. That is just crazy to me. But in this view, you can see a lot better here. You can see we have the J. Jonah Jameson minifig, which is really cool to get. Zane from LEGO Ninjago's hairpiece in that brown colour. That is awesome. Love the suit. Love the look of him. It's really cool. Reminds me so much of Tobey Maguire's J. Jonah Jameson. We also have not J. Jonah Jameson's. We have Tobey Maguire's aunt from the movies. That is really, really cool minifig. I mean, realistically, it's not I'm not always desiring Aunt May minifigs. I mean, I've not got one. Oh no, I do have one, but this is not. This is cool as well to get this one as well. It's cool, but it's not like it's like a big new thing that we are going crazy about. Do you know what I mean? Personally, for me anyway. So that's that set. This set is awesome. The train build as well. Just a quick thing on the train. It's cool, so you can take it out and put passengers. It looks like. From the photos I'm seeing here, I can't see the back end of it very well. They just kind of show the front end, but it looks like it might be you might be able to connect if you buy multiple of these sets, which I will probably. You can actually connect it up and make it a 2-carriage or like a 3-carriage train, which will be awesome. You obviously will get quite a few repeat minifigs, but I ain't gonna lie, these repeat minifigs are not gonna. I'm not complaining about them. You know what I mean? Like I like the minifigs. Good choice of minifigs. Good solid set. Pretty decent price for the time that, for the inflation stuff. I would give this set, out of the range that are coming out this summer, I'd give it a 9. This is a 9 to me. Personally, this is a 9 for me. So, yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. But the next one that we have here is another one that I'm quite, excited about. I'll do a separate video on the busts if you guys want to hear me talk about the busts, because the busts they're cool, but I have a personal opinion on busts and head things. But anyway, this Lego set here, the Peter Parker. Oh, sorry, hang on. I need to actually get it back up again. Peter Parker's apartment. It is set 76317. Awesome. And as you can see, it comes out on August 1st. So does the other one as well, by the way. I think all these sets come out on August 1st. It will tell you on the side here anyway when they come out, so you can just, read. Sorry guys, I know I'm so good. It's like I've done these things before. But anyway, this set, it's pretty cool. It's fairly cool. I have not got really any complaints with this set, apart from possibly the fact that, this Anti-Venom I was hoping would be exclusive to the mech. That would have been quite cool. He's not. I do have him. I have the mech as well. But nonetheless, it's still a cool minifig to have, and it's cool to have in a set that's not the mech. So that's pretty cool. I will say Spider-Man, we've got this same Spider-Man in almost every single set recently. It would have been cool to have leg printing, but I know that they don't really do that anymore with these smaller play sets, like these 6+, 9+ play sets. They don't really do that much with this. This set looks like, and it probably is going to be very much modular. Not modular, sorry. It is in some regards a little bit modular, but it's more of it can connect. You can have a seamless connection. I think it's able to connect to the bodega, which is awesome. I think it'll also be able to connect to another set, which we'll talk about in a wee minute, the Oscorp Tower, which is cool. So I think they're very much doing this new thing now where they're making play sets a little bit more accessible, a little bit more easy to, making Lego cities easier to build, because a lot of people have money to go out and splash out on £250 Lego sets every year, or every month, or every week. Some people don't have that kind of money. So I think these are a bit more accessible for kids and for people who are wanting to build smaller Lego cities. If you want me to do a video where I start getting these smaller sort of connectable minifigs, like play sets to build a city, let me know down in the comments. I could very happily do that. Me and my son love making Lego cities, so we would very much happily do that. I will say the MJ figure, cool, fine. She's there's nothing really I can say that's like upsetting me about the minifig. There's nothing really that's upsetting me or pissing me off about it. There's nothing that could really bug me about it. The controller's cool. The remote control spider's awesome. There's not really much I can do or say about these sets about this minifig that's really like standing out to me. Like it's a cool minifig. That's all I can say. Little Spider on the bottom, pretty cool. It's a Spider-Man set. You gotta have that. This minifig. Sorry, having a wee drink there. This minifig, I think, could possibly be one of the coolest minifigs that's coming out in this wave of sets. There is another one that personally I think is up there on the cool scale, but on this front, like, this is absolutely awesome. The Hobgoblin. I cannot get over how cool this minifig looks. He is using the Batman, and I think Loki used it as well in green. The Batman rubber piece cape, which I'm not mad about because it does look quite cool, especially on the glider. It looks like it's in a sort of flowing motion, so I'm not mad about it. The orange hood piece, absolutely amazing. So happy we have that. And the new sculpts of pumpkin bombs, the Ghost Rider heads that are now put in a colour to make it look like pumpkin bombs, awesome as well. His glider's pretty, basic. Doesn't, it's cool, but nothing like too thingy. But the minifig overall, absolutely amazing. so happy that we are getting a Hobgoblin in 2025. Cannot get over it. Now, the outside of the build, I think is fairly nice, pretty cool looking. You know, you've got the nice red door, you've got the number on the side of the next to the door. Like, it's not mad. It's not mad. It's not mad. It's not angry. I'm not mad about it. I like the flower pots in the front too. It gives it a sort of little green sort of look. Very nice little air vents. I think there's a very much Daily Bugle poster on the side there as well. You know, talking about how Spider-Man's a menace and all that stuff. A little bit of fire on top. Cool. I'm liking it. A little web on the side. The details, the bricking, everything looks nice on this. The little blue highlights on the windows and on the front of the door. I'm really liking this set. This is a nice little cozy apartment set. Not mad at it at all, and I believe it is pricing for the same amount of money as the what do you call it? My goodness, why is my head going mental? Subway battle, the subway scene. That's pretty good. The interior and a little bit of sort of the play features I can talk about now. So, for example, there's not much you can see from these photos. LEGO have not posted like proper in-depth photos. Again, if you want to see me do reviews on these sets, I can, and I can go into more depth of the play features and the details of all the little things and stuff, which are pretty cool. You know, little handcuffs we've been getting for ages, the web pieces that we're getting for ages, all these little cool web pieces. That's awesome. It looks like you can actually connect that up to up here where my mouse is. Looks like you can connect that up. That's pretty cool too. A little spider in there. You know, a removable head, a removable mask, and a head and a hairpiece. That is big. I actually thought they were going to do a Peter Parker for this set when it was first announced that it was coming out. But I still don't mind the Spider-Man suit with the Peter Parker head. That's pretty cool. Seems like it's imitating slightly like the upside down kiss, which is quite cool. The interior, it's a very basic interior. You've got little bits and bobs on the kitchen worktop, little table and chairs with 2 cups. You know, MJ and Peter live here clearly, so it's really cute. You know, you've got a little thing up here. I don't know what that's for. That'll be kind of cool to see. Maybe it's to imitate for Spider-Man to like hang off there or something like that for more kissing action from them too. You never know. A little pizza box on there too, and it looks like these drawers might actually be openable, and that cupboard might be openable, which is really, really cool to see because I've not seen those pieces since my dad's Lego days. When my dad handed me his big box of Lego he had, I've not seen like those drawers since then. I know they have been around in other sets. I haven't picked up sets that have these. Or maybe I have. I don't know. Literally, I'm just quite excited about these sets. I'm like chomping at the bit to tell you about these sets. And yeah, a little spider up here, pretty cool. Looks like a really nice little tap design. Love that. We've had that in a lot of other sets too, though, so it's not too bad. Up here looks awesome. Got little drawings of the Iron Spider, which is cool. Looks like that's like a pull-down bed. So, you know, that's pretty cool too. You'll probably pull it down. It'll be like a little bed bit for Peter Parker to sleep on. I would presume this is his room because there's no bed in any other part of this build, so it's got to kind of have a bed if it's his apartment. They've got a little desk and table with a camera and a little screen, which as you can see on the screen, it says Venom spotted. So that's pretty cool little detail, especially for the set that's coming alongside this one. A little stethoscope, which is pretty cool because, you know, peers into his little science stuff. And probably just a little sort of area to store some stuff, which I think is really, really cool and really awesome. Here's another close-up of the minifigs. I love the fact that some of the sets actually show this. I'm annoyed that a lot of them don't. Like, for example, I would love to have seen like this kind of row up for the subway battle, but it's okay, I'm not mad. Spider-Man looking awesome, just a normal Spider-Man we usually get. MJ up close looking cool, Hobgoblin again, awesome, and Anti-Venom, brilliant. It's very cool. Just some little things to show you. As you can see, this is him like leaning off. It does look like these pieces are so that you can stick him on to hang like this. I think that was one of this. He's hanging off the one the spider was hanging off of, so you can kind of do that. I think around the sort of the build, which is again absolutely awesome. Really, really nice details. Cool, you can do that. Again, this is the kind of scaling. It's quite cool to see. Like, it looks like there's a few little play features. I think there's a play feature you can see where you can knock off the corner. With that little push bit, you can put him on, so you can like blow it out. So like they're attacking. You know, you got the spider and stuff, which I'm not too mad about the spider, but I don't really care too much about the spider either. It's a cool little build. It's nice to have. Looks quite spacious as well, and then you can see there's like other little posters on there too, which again, once I've got my hands on the set, I'll probably see a lot clearer. There's another sign. Look at this. Awesome. Just some more little looks of how the play features work and stuff. And then there's it sort of standing by itself on someone's desk. It's a pretty decent sized playset. And I'm really going to enjoy building this. As you can see, they're also promoting to go onto their website and do the instruction builds online, which is a cool idea, but I'm a sucker for a good manual. There's the box. As you can see, it shows the bed goes down, which is quite cool actually, I didn't realise it showed that. And of course the play feature of knocking out that corner of the build. So yeah, another really cool set that's come out from LEGO. And again, pretty decent price. I would probably rate this one 7.5. Now, I know people are like, whoa, you're rating this 7.5, mostly because it's mostly for the fact that there's too many figs in this that I'm quite happy, I'm really quite happy to get, and there's too many figs in this that I've already got. Anti-Venom and Spider-Man I have already, I don't need those two. The only reason I'd be buying this set is for the Hobgoblin and MJ, because I have not got an MJ minifig. I think this is the first time in ages that we're getting one. So that's really cool. But again, like I say, it's an awesome set. 7.5 is still a pretty good rating for these sets. For that set, anyway. Now, I'm just going to go down along this. So now we've got another one from Marvel. This is the Avengers Age of Ultron Quinjet. 706. That's the piece. 1,131 pieces. I'm not going to read all the piece counts. I'm just reading it out because it's the big one. 76325 is the set number, and it retails for $109.99. I can't lie. It's probably it's one of the ones I would pick up if there wasn't one of the issues I have. The build is awesome. I love the way you can rotate it. The stand looks very dynamic and very cool, and you can maneuver it and show it around and have it in cool positions and have it in cool flying motions. It's very rotatable. Nice little stands that you can plug stuff in to have, the minifigs that can fly poking out and all the ones on the down come all displayed. Nice little scaling of all the different sizes, the features of the wings. Now, this is my issue, right? There is in this set too many figs that I care about. I think this set would have been so much better if this Iron Man was the other one. I can't remember the name of the mark, but the one from the end of the battle of Age of Ultron. That sleek suit design, that would have been the perfect one to pick, not a reuse from the Age of Ultron set, which again, this minifig has been in 2 sets last year. We should have had a new one. I know LEGO don't really. I know a lot of things go on with LEGO and stuff. I'm not bashing LEGO. I love LEGO, but again, with Clint Barton, this is a reuse of an outfit, and same with Natasha, and she also doesn't have the arm prints, which is a bit of a shame. But it is what it is. I mean, there's still 3 really good minifigs. That's what I'll say right now. This probably is one of the cooler ones that's coming out. It's the Quicksilver minifig. He is awesome. I like his hairstyle. I like the chest, the chest torso print and stuff. Pretty nice. I mean, I know there's some people are like, oh, you should do leg printing. I don't mind there's no leg printing. He does wear black trousers in the movie, so it's not a big deal to me. The Ultra minifig is awesome. We got a recent one in the Iron Man mech recently, which was awesome. This piece is coming back from that. And I think he's just a really good minifig, to be honest. The details, he's got a different everything. So, no, that is awesome as well. Those 2 minifigs are the ones that would make me, think about buying it. Again, little play features. I do think this jet is a sleeker looking jet than the Quinjet that came out before as well. I've always loved the Avengers Age of Ultron Quinjet, and I always got upset when they didn't use it as much anymore. But there you go. So that is this set. It was a nice quick one because, again, there's not as much to go over properly. They don't show any of the functions or details on the inside. They just show the sort of stuff that you can see on the outside of it. Personally, I would say this set is a 7 to me. I know I'm rating it lower than a playset, but mostly for me it's because I'm a fan of the spaceships and the Quinjets and stuff, but they're not the ones I jump straight to. I'm a big minifig collector. I'm always collecting minifigs. They're my favourite. And unfortunately in this set, there are 3 minifigs that, aren't as desirable to me as the as the other two. They could have done a little bit different. I don't mind Hawkeye and Black Widow being the same minifigs from the other sets. The issue I have is they could have so done the other Iron Man suit, because that suit honestly would make me buy this set instantly. I'm being very honest with you. But again, 7's not a bad rating for a Lego set. Now, we're going into probably my favourite one. I think my second favourite coming out of this wave of sets. It is Spider-Man vs. Oscorp, which is a funny title, but it's cool. Retails for $119.99. It has 808 pieces, which is crazy, and it is set number 76324. Now, looking at this set, it's cool because I'm a bit of a sucker for, the fact they're doing this now. They're having these really awesome builds for playsets, so you can have a bit more of a dynamic and a bit more of a sort of easier way to make Lego cities. This to me is awesome. And there is obviously 3 reuses of minifigs, which again, it's not too big a deal. I don't mind it too much, it makes sense. But I feel like the other, there's not 3, there's technically 4. But I think the other 4 minifigs that come with this set kind of give it that sort of oomph past the finish line for me personally, as well as the build itself being absolutely awesome. The nice play on words of marvelous jewellery and stuff, and the little mini mart and stuff is awesome, and the little modular dumpster too. That's pretty cool seeing that, and traffic lights, the builds look cool, Oscorp Tower looks cool. Yes, they could have knocked these builds away and made a modular Oscorp Tower, but to me, I think it's cool because I'm going to feel more comfortable with my son and my younger son when he gets old enough playing with this Lego set. Do you know what I mean? Rather than being no, don't touch it, it's modular, I don't want to break anything off, I don't want you to drop it. This is a little bit more easy and a little bit, more accessible for the kids, which again is brilliant that they're doing that. Lego, I salute you for this. I think it's probably one of the best things to do, is give us buildings in a sort of somewhat modular style, but not really, because they're playsets. I love that idea. Now, I don't know if they do a close-up. I mean, you can see these guys looking at it. If they don't, I'll go back in a minute to look at the minifigs. But look, there's a really cool close thingy of these guys looking at it. There's awesome. The interiors are cool. I'll talk about the interiors now. I know you can see some of the minifigs here, but I'm going to go in a bit more talk about how I feel about them and how cool they are. Seems like we've got Eddie Brock's apartment with a cool Eddie Brock minifig. Little mini mart, of course, with the cool little bits here and stuff, which is really awesome. Oscorp Tower's got all the different levels, lobby, a little bit of experimentation going on with a spider and some other bits and bobs, and of course it seems like the Green Goblin tech floor. And then we actually have this, which is also cool because it's actually a contraption where you can make Spider-Man swing, and it turns this little thing round from Osborn to turn into the Green Goblin, which is awesome as well. This is classed as Miles' apartment, and it's got Gwen, Ghost Spider, as people have been mostly call her now. Spider-Gwen, for me, I've always remembered that. I've always known her as that. Swinging down, kind of like from Across the Spider-Verse movie, when she sees him. That's pretty cool. I like that. You've got a little newspaper thing down here. Don't know what the headline says, but I know it's from the Daily Bugle, obviously. And then, of course, the jewellery shop that can be robbed and, stuff like that. And a pretty cool bike. But I'm a big I always have a problem with Spider characters having vehicles. I know that they do in the comics and stuff, and it's pretty normal for, especially nowadays with the Spidey Friends and all the different Spider shows for kids and stuff. It's pretty normal for Spider-Man to be running about and rocking about on vehicles. But I've always been a sucker for the fact Spider-Man doesn't need a vehicle. But that's personal to me, so I'm not going to do that as a nitpick. I think it's a very, I don't need to be nitpicking about it. That's a very cool looking bike. I like it. This doesn't take away from the set or anything like that, to me anyway. It looks awesome displayed on this little countertop. It shows off a little bit of that, so it shows you how it looks like that. And then of course we've got them building it and stuff and all that. And I don't know, they don't. That's okay. As you I'll just say that it demonstrates the play feature there, and obviously it looks like you can take that apart and have them be in different little sections and have it wherever you want. Now I think probably the best look of the minifigs you'll get are from here. It's annoying. I wish these sets had the lineup of the minifigs because these are the ones that I want to see the minifigs so bad for. But we'll start from bottom left and we'll go all the way around. So first of all, we got a new Norman Osborn minifig. That is awesome. Cannot believe we're getting him. Just so awesome. And again, like I say as well, this is like so cool that we've got the Oscorp Tower and we've got him in it as well. Miles is the reuse. We've had him multiple times. The hooded outfit. I'm not sure why they keep going for this outfit. I would like a brand new Miles suit. I know we got one with the bodega, and he came with a removal mask and stuff, which is cool. And I suppose because this is going to be connectable to that, you can just have him rocking about. But it's still cool to get a Miles minifig in this. Same reuse of Spider-Man. Cool. He's an awesome fig. I've not got a big problem with him at all. Now, this one, I'm not too sure. I don't know if it's just this picture or if it shows it. No, it's this. It's like that. She seems to no longer have the dual molded legs like she did in the Venom car chase set, which I think is a bit annoying because it made sense to have those boots. It was quite cool. I'm not completely mad about it, but it's a bit like, oh, damn it, no dual molded legs, which I do get that in a set this size, dual molded legs do bump up the price, but I don't know. I think it would have been quite cool to keep her with the dual molded legs, but it's fine. I'm not too bad, not too upset about it, and she's quite a cool minifig anyway. Kraven the Hunter. We've not had him, I swear, since the attack, the Spidey fight on the bridge, I think, was the last time we had him, which is crazy. But that is awesome to have him back, his little fur piece and little head, and it seems like he's using Doctor Strange's face print, which is completely fitting and awesome. Really, really happy about that minifig. That's going to be an awesome one to add to the collection, because I don't actually own a Kraven minifig, so that's really cool. The Green Goblin suit, I think it looks cool. It's something new. I like it, because we've had so many of the same Green Goblin over the same years, like Daily Bugle set, and like all the other Lego sets and stuff. Like we've had the same, Green Goblin, so it's cool they're giving us a new one here. I like it. Looks sleek, looks cool, looks futuristic. A nice, unique little minifig. I like it. I'm nothing to complain about him. Love the pieces, love the hood piece, love the sort of mechanical bits on him. I like it a lot. Ghostwire looks cool. Same one as usual. She's cool. I think she's the same one from the Daily Bugle set and stuff, so like if you've got those sets and stuff like that, you've got this one, so it's just cool to have another one, I guess. Awesome. This minifig is actually surprisingly my favourite. Is the Eddie Brock minifig with the Venom tendril coming out of his neck with the head. Very much inspired by the movies. I love the movies. I was a big fan of the movies. I liked the first one obviously the best, and the second and third were a bit but I still loved them all. And I'm a big fan of this minifig, so can't wait to add him to my collection. Love it so much. Again, this set's awesome, and I would probably give this set an 8. I know, but it's an 8 again is good for this set. I'm being harsh because to me, like, the Daily Bugle is, and the Avengers Tower is like a level, like almost, it's like a 9.5 because there's always room for improvement. So like that's the scale I have on. So if you guys are thinking, oh, what's his scaling? Daily Bugle and Avengers Tower to me are a 9.5, almost a 10. Daily Bugle's almost a 10 for me because Daily Bugle almost has no faults to me whatsoever. So I know my sort of scalings on that. That is what my ratings are. You can't really, for a playset, an 8 is absolutely amazing. This is an amazing playset, and I'm very happy with this set. I'd actually bump it up to an 8.5. Actually, this is a really good playset, and I'm really happy with it. And like I say, the repeat minifigs don't upset me as much in this set. They just don't. I don't know why. It's weird how the mind works, but yeah. So that's it. Now, next one, I would personally say this set, Avengers Endgame Thor vs. Chitauri. Another £45 set, not bad. Set number 76322. There's not too much I'm going to say about this set, to be honest, because to me, I like the Chitauri, and their little flying things, like the big one, the big gorilla type one. This Thor minifig is cool, with the hair piece and the cape piece and the chest print and the arms and the new Mjolnir. what the hell, the new Stormbreaker with the lightning piece coming at the back. Those are all really cool. I know it connects to the Avengers Endgame final battle set that came out, which I'm a little bit disappointed in. I'm not going to do a video talking about that because, my goodness, I'm quite disappointed with that set, but I know a lot of people are. The mech's cool. I'm a fan of mechs. I think mechs are quite cool. I think this one's just the same. It feels normal for it to be a mech because obviously the final Endgame battle Iron Patriot suit was like a mech. Cool rocket minifig. I think it's the same as the one before, but it's still cool. Iron Patriot minifig's really cool as well, but it's just, I don't know, it's like, I don't know what it is. I mean, I think this is the minifig I love the most out of it. And the mech is quite cool, but that's all really. Like, I like the gorilla thing too, but it's not one that I'm gonna, run away out and buy. I mean, it's cool with the connecting piece and stuff, but it's just not. It's one that's, like I say, it's cool, but I'm not gonna run out and grab it and be like needing to have it. So, as another quick one, I would rate this one a 5 because this is like a set that is going to connect onto the Avengers final battle, and I think there could have been some other characters that could have been added to this to add a little bit oomph. There's a lot of Chitauri in this. Like, I know it makes sense, but like usually you have more minifigs and like a couple of the Chitauri, especially when you've got this big gorilla thing. Maybe could have taken these two out and given us one more main Avenger guy, but I don't mind it. It's not a big deal. A 5's not bad again. It's a pretty average set, like I say. This set, there's only 2 photos of it. It is Iron Man and War Machine versus Hammerhead. Well, the Hammer drones. It's a set 76320. I don't like this set. I don't like this set at all. I really think this is like a complete waste of time, this set. And like I say, I love Lego and I've absolutely adored Lego forever. I have no interest in these Hammerhead drones. Am I saying Hammerhead drones? These Hammer drones, I have no interest in them at all. I have this War Machine minifig and I have this Iron Man minifig. It's like I think it's a set that I'm never going to buy, and that's the reason why I'm going to rate it so low. It's, again, the price is pretty good though. It's a good set. I'm not going to be completely harsh on it. I'm just going to rate it a 4. Sorry, not a 4. Well, no, I'm going to rate it a 4 because, personally, to me, I'm not going to get this set. But I know if you've not got this minifig or this minifig and you don't mind the buildable ones, like the buildable hammer drones, then this could be a set for you. So I'm not going to completely knock it, but it's not one that I want. I mean, the laser pieces are cool, but if you've got a couple spare lasers from Darth Vader or like Darth Maul or something, you get almost every single time these clear pieces. You could make this part yourself, personally, for me. So yeah, I'm not too thingy about it. And also, these things, by the way, are very dangerous. Be careful these with your kids. My goodness, you get knocked out by them. I've been hit multiple times. But yeah, that's one that I'm not too fussed about. And then the last one for the wave coming out in August, again, I'm not doing the busts because I can do a separate video on the busts because I have a lot to say about the busts. A lot of it's positive, by the way, but a lot of it is, but I'm also like, I have an opinion on them. Is this set, Captain America versus Thanos, £30, $29.99, coming August 1st, set 76319. This one, I don't mind it, right? I'm always a sucker for a Captain America minifig, but like I do like Captain America a lot, and I think the 4+ sets are always a nice, easy way to get a decent minifig out of things. Like, I've got a few 4+ sets, and my son's got a few 4+ sets, and it's because, the minifigs are quite good. Like, this Captain America, the torso print's lovely. Why that sounds so weird about that? Lovely. It's a really nice torso print. But this torso print costs money, and they could have given us, like, something else in another set. Like, this is the reason why I'm a bit like, about it. It's cool. I'll probably pick it up. I'm not a massive fan of the minifig Thanoses. I don't know. I think I've just got a bit of a vendetta against them. I prefer the big figs because, like, I don't know. I think I just do. But again, this is not a bad set for a 4+ set, and like those things are ridiculous. I don't know why they brought them back. Those things absolutely decimate. But again, this is not a bad one, and it's not one that I would absolutely hate on. I think it's cool. The ship's pretty sleek looking. It's a nice little build for a 4+. Thanos' chair is actually really cool with the Thanos gauntlet with the Infinity Stones. I think that's meant to be an Infinity Stone there as well. You know, all this stuff. It's... You know, it shows how easy it is to build as well. 4+ sets are always really easy to build. It's nice. It's not a horrible one, and that is why I would probably rate it. I would honestly rate it higher than the Hammer one, because the Hammer one feels very pointless to me. I know some people won't feel that way. I do. This one is probably a 5, so it's probably about an average as well. It goes along the same sort of line as the Endgame one. There's a few minifigs in here that I maybe would get, but I'm not going to go hunting for it. I'm not really needing to get it. You know what I mean? Like the other sets that are coming out in this wave. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. These are all the sets. I hope, you know, you guys enjoyed this little random video on this channel. If you found me randomly, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It'll help out and help me grow. If you want to see some reviews of LEGO sets, let me know as well. I'm happy to try out and do some of them. But at the moment, I'm going to do a lot more talking about LEGO sets, and I will do a separate 2 videos, hopefully, on these 2. On these Hulkbusters, on these bust sets, because to me they are cool, but like I want to talk about them a bit more. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll speak to you guys in the next video. Goodbye.